Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider... Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. I was just thinking about Spider-Man. You know, like I always do. And about how a bunch of big news outlets said, to heck with this, we're reviewing you now. Here's some backstory. A few weeks ago, the Outer Critics Circle people, I guess, were all like, oh, we need a meeting about should they or should they not review it until opening night. And they didn't come to a consensus. So, some people took it upon themselves to be like, well, I'm going and I'm going to pay for it. So, they paid to go see Spider-Man, Turn Off the Dark. And they reviewed it. And they released the reviews the night before and the day of, or I guess the night of and the day after. The show was supposed to open in February before it got bumped to March. So they reviewed it, and it was pans across the board. You know what? I'll be right back. But it got panned. Yeah, I know. It's more a pot, isn't it? It's more of a pot than a pan, but you can just shut up right now. And then the producer were like, you shouldn't be reviewing us until we ask you. And they were like, shut up. And they were like, it's just mean that you're doing this, I must say. Rude. And they're like, we don't care. Your show's crap. They even said the flying was crap, and it's like, So, yeah, Spider-Man can never catch a break. Spider-Man can never catch a break. Spider-Man does whatever Spider can. I love this. I love it. Then a couple days later, it was announced that Spider-Man is getting a new sort of co-writer, a show doctor, if you will. It was the guy who rewrote the script for another superhero musical entitled It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman, and it was premiered, this new version was premiered in Dallas, and he's written for the Spider-Man comics, so they brought him on. We'll see what happens with that. They've also brought in a man to take a look at the music arrangements and the vocal arrangements and something. It's like, I'm pretty sure that's not what's wrong with your show. But I digress. The show is still set to open in the middle of March, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe it'll open by Tony time this year. So maybe. I've sung the praises of Finishing the Hat by Stephen Sondheim, collected lyrics, 1954 to 1981. And it was just announced that on October 25th, which is a Tuesday, I believe, the sequel called Look, I Made a Hat will be released. It's lyrics from like 81 or whatever to 2011. So that's exciting. I know what I'm doing that day. And yeah, it's a Tuesday, and I'm going to be buying the book, and I'm going to be reading it, and not doing things I should be. So, yeah. You can shut up about it. Pan and Sondheim. Pot and Sondheim. Ha! Now, props. What now? Anyway, Good People, which is the new David Lindsay Bear play starring Frances McDormand, and it's still in previews. It's just been in previews like a week. Has announced that it's extending. It's being produced by Manhattan Theater Club, and they've announced an extension, which is really, really exciting because, you know, it's a new play, but I guess Frances McDormand is like, oh my god. She was fantastic in Mrs. Pettigrew Lives for a Day. That may have been the only movie I've seen her in, but she's fantastic. So, go them. Snaps for Good People. Snaps for Good People. I don't know what else there is to talk about. Justin Guarini is going to be an American Idiot. Yeah, weird, I know. What else? Oh, yeah. So, Sierra Boggess is currently playing Christine Daae in Love Never Dies, the sequel to Phantom of the Opera. And it's currently in London. It's still crappy. I mean, not as crappy as it was, but it's still kind of crappy. And she's jumping ship. I mean, not like, oh my god, this show's terrible, jump off and die. No. Christopher Tierney. I'm sorry, that was mean. But anyway, she's jumping ship. She's going to be in a revival of Masterclass, the 1996 play about the one woman with the face being played by Tyne Daly in the revival. Maria. She's an opera singer. Yeah. She's an opera singer. Patti LuPone played her at one point in the original run, which would have been hilarious. Just to see Patti LuPone going, oh, I'm an opera singer. Ah. I don't know. So Kathy Griffin's going to be on Broadway for like a millisecond. She is going to be in this one-woman show for about a week called Kathy Griffin Wants a Tony. I like Kathy Griffin. I don't care what anyone else says. I like Kathy to the G Griffin. What was that? Anyway, she is going to be doing that for about a week. So that's fun. Yeah. That's all.